The year is 2000. Eminem had just dropped his newest album, Real Slim Shady. The Olympics were being held for the first time in Sydney, Australia, and 7-year-old me had accomplished the amazing feat of besting the Elite Four with my Charizard for the first time. So all in all, a pretty dope year. Fast forward 23 years, I had just bought Pokémon Scarlet and was ready to relive my childhood. Except, this time I'll be spending 100 days straight in Pokemon. 36 minutes in real life equals 1 day in Pokemon? Let's get it! This is Paldea, a land just waiting to be explored and filled with a new generation of Pokemon that honestly just look kind of weird. I mean, what is that? Anyways, our goal for the next 100 days, collect all 8 gym badges, challenge the Elite Four to a showdown, and just like 23 years ago, become a champion once again. Our adventure begins like any Pokemon game at my mom's house. Those are some fresh looking dreads. Y'all think I should get some? Let me know in the comments below. I did a quick room tour and headed downstairs where I bumped into...
I'm the director of Naranja Academy. You may call me Mr. Clavel.
He proceeded to hand my mom some documents for school while I grabbed my bag. I've never had the director of a school pick me up before on the first day. This is pretty neat. I came back down and went outside. Apparently Mr. Clavel had something for me. I think I might even know what it is.
We provide each student entering the academy with a Pokemon of their own.
Ha! I knew it!
I'll ask you to choose which among these 3 you would like to have as your partner. I'll be at the house over there. Take your time with your decision, then come find me once your mind is made up.
So I went for a walk down the street with the 3 starter Pokemon towards a mansion that I'll probably never be able to afford. Where I met Nimona, most likely rival, but possible wife. Anyways, I was finally able to pick my starter Pokemon, and I went for Fuecoco without hesitation. Then proceeded to ask me if I wanted to give Fuecoco a nickname, which doesn't seem like much at first. Until you find out we're playing this game on Nuzlocke mode. The rules are simple. You're only allowed to catch the first Pokemon you encounter in each region or area. Every Pokemon needs to be given a nickname. If a Pokemon faints, it's dead. And if your whole team faints, you die a loser. So I named my first Pokemon Bog, because I just liked that name, and went on to destroy Nimona. On day 2, I caught a Lechonk and named it Piglet, because you know, it looks like a pig, kind of. The next day, I saw a Pokemon injured on the beach. So I literally pulled a foot-long sandwich out of my pocket and gave it to him. It literally went Super Saiyan right after eating the sandwich, making me wonder what was in that sandwich. In search of some answers, I ended up meeting this guy named Arvin. He loves sandwiches and might be a potential Subway employee. He insisted on being beaten by Bog, so that's what I did, and then he told me the Pokemon was named Koraidon. On day 3, I met a Psyduck and decided to catch it, since it's a new region, and I named it Waddles. Cause it's a duck and they waddle. Get it? I battled some trainers to level up, and I bought some potions, since my priority is to not let my Pokemon die. After all that, I turned up to school 4 days late. The first thing I saw was 2 girls bullying someone, so I had to help, and was confronted with Team Star, a group of bullies going around forcing people to join them, and since I don't like bullies, I had to take action. Before I got the chance to fight them though, Nimona showed up and gave me this thing called a Terra Orb, which basically allows your Pokemon to terrestrialize and change properties. Still not really sure how it works, but I mean it looks pretty cool. My Piglet just became a Super Pig, and along with it, destroy the Team Star goons. So I'm not complaining. Terrestrialize? I mean, it's kind of hard to say, but it looks pretty cool. I stumbled on over to my dorm room and went directly to sleep, tired from all the Pokemon battles. I mean, the headset doesn't really help much except for make me feel more connected to my character. So I guess I'm taking a nap too? Let's head to class. I got to class and came face to face with Nimona, who excitedly told me about the 8 gyms and becoming a champion, giving me the main storyline quest, Victory Road. A few hours later at lunch, I bumped into Arvin, who apparently is obsessed with these Titan Pokemons and making some kind of sandwiches. He told me the locations of them, which I should probably check out. A few weeks went by with nothing special happening at school, until one day, the director made an announcement.
Excellent. It seems everyone is here. Well then, it's time that I explain your independent study assignment. As usual, the theme will be a treasure hunt. I ask each of you to set out and travel the world in search of your own treasure. Where will you travel? Who will you meet? And what will you achieve? Of course, your Pokemon partners will be there to help. Let the treasure hunt begin! Onward!
Time to get some badges! I was about to set off when I got a call from a stranger named Cassiopeia. I hope it's not the snake lady from League of Legends. Who proceeded to tell me about this Operation Starfall, which is basically just a fancy word for taking down all of Team Star's bases. Being kind of involved already from my first day of school, I agreed and got the locations of all 5 bases. I had officially joined Operation Starfall. Alright, I also forgot to mention I can now ride Koraidon, kind of like the bikes in other Pokemon games, which just means no more walking for me. I exited the west gate and caught my next Pokemon, a Mareep. naming it Sparky. I found my way through Pokemons and trainers, everything was going great, until I met this wild Cypher that one-shot my Piglet. Rest in peace, my friend. However, not only did Bach evolve into a Crocalor, but Sparky also evolved into a Flaffy the day after. Sadly, we did lose Piglet, but our team is stronger now. On day 10, I finally arrived at the first gym where I got told I had to do a gym test, which in this case was rolling some huge olive to a finish line. Holy crap, that thing is huge! How many people do you think it could feed? Anyways, I got the challenge gym leader Katie, who is a full-time pastry chef and a bug-type Pokemon master, which doesn't really fit together. But anyways, due to how much time it took me to get here, I literally annihilated her Pokemons with Bog. She even tried to terrestrialize, which didn't change the outcome. And so I defeated my first gym leader, 1 down, 7 to go. On day 12, I caught a Mankey and named him Fake Tyson. Get it? Because Mike Tyson? Anyways, he died on day 13, but I did avenge him. On day 17, I found myself on this hill, finishing off a huge bird Titan Pokemon with Arven. We ransacked its cave and found some kind of herb that apparently can be made into a great sandwich. Before I could eat it though, Koraidon came out of nowhere and gobbled it up. It regained some of its ability and now is able to swim. Arven also had a sandwich, but it didn't seem like he wanted to eat it, making me a bit suspicious of what his goals were. Anyways, on day 18, I decided to try out the swimming, and since this game is open world, I can pretty much go anywhere I want, which in this case wasn't the smartest thing I ever did, since I encountered way too many Pokemon that are too strong for me right now. I even lost Waddles along the way. You'll be missed, Waddles. I'm down to 2 Pokemon now. What a tragedy. Well, I spent the last few hours just grinding and trying to level up and survive at this place. I think I'm still kind of lost. It wasn't really a good idea to just jump in the water, huh? On day 23, I found myself in the middle of nowhere and caught a Lokix, naming him Optimus. Welcome to the team, buddy. While on day 24, I caught an Igglypuff, naming it Kirby. Things were starting to look more positive when on day 26, tragedy struck once again. Kirby died, RIP, and Optimus along with her too. And we're back down to 2 Pokemon. I guess I'll just use 2 Pokemons for our next gym battle. Little did I know, on my way over to the gym, Fog would evolve into a Skeledirge and Sparky into an Ampharos. Along the way, I also caught a Vigoroth, named him Gigachad, and a Breloom, and named him Brody. The only downside was Vigoroth being rebellious sometimes due to me not having enough gym badges. Just when I was about to get to the next gym though, on day 29, Gigachad evolved into a Slacking. I think I'm ready for the gym. I confidently walked in and challenged Larry, a food enthusiast and a normal Pokemon master. I got through the first few Pokemons quite easily. However, Larry terrestrialized his last Pokemon, and due to my slacking not listening to me, he died. He kinda deserved it too though. I ended up punching my way to victory with Sparky and won. 2 gyms down, 6 to go. The next few days were pretty uneventful. I fought some trainers, leveled up, fought some more trainers, leveled up some more. At this point, I'm getting kind of attached to my Pokemons already, so I hope none of them die again. Oh geez, yep, Brody died. Oh come on, right when I said it too. So I tried to not just have 2 Pokemon and caught a Larvitar in some dark cave and named it Larry. Anyways, I got it to evolve into a Pupitar pretty quickly, and on day 35 I found myself on some snowy mountain and challenged the gym there. Before I could though, I had to do this gym test of skiing down a hill. Needless to say, I crushed it and challenged Grusha. He might be a figure skater, he definitely loves ice Pokemon. Well, what can I say? Bog wiped the floor with all of his Pokemon and I won. 3rd gym down, 5 more to go. Okay, quick snack break and then we're gonna get back to it. On my way to the next gym, I came across a Team Star base, and Mr. Clavel in disguise as Clive. I mean, that's just as bad as a Superman disguise wearing glasses and thinking nobody's gonna notice. Come on. Apparently he wants to get in on the action too and figure out what is going on with the Team Star students. Fine by me. I got off the phone with Cassiopeia and stormed the base, where I came face to face with their boss, Atticus. I made short work of him and won. Come to find out, Team Star might not have been bullies in the past, and everything changed with something called Operation Star, which kind of piqued my interest. On day 39, I was just walking around minding my business. Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me. I met this huge worm titan Pokemon with Arven, and we beat it up pretty badly for almost giving me a heart attack. As per usual, you raided its cave, found some herbs, made a sandwich, and Koraidon ate mine again. It grew stronger and can jump higher now. Arven, however, still didn't touch his sandwich, which was kind of weird until he summoned a dog Pokemon who was injured. Apparently it has been with him since he was a kid and got badly injured, only being able to recover with these herbs. Being a dog person myself, I knew how hard that can be and decided to make it my priority to find these herbs. I spent the next 20 days going around looking for overweight Pokemon. I came across a gigantic crab. That would make an amazing seafood hot pot. An oversized elephant. I mean, being that big can't be healthy for you. And a huge fish that identifies as a dragon. Honestly, I don't even know what to say to this one. With Arven's help, we defeated all 3 of them, and like the thieves we are, stole their herbs for our own use. Arven's dog kept getting better. He got its eyesight back and could even bark again. And on day 60, it finally happened. It made a full recovery. I'm not crying, you are. Koraidon, on the other hand, gained the ability to dash, glide, and climb hills. So all in all, a pretty good time. Alright, I'm gonna go eat a sandwich. Maybe it'll fix my back problems too. Alright, I forgot to mention on the way over, we made a short stop at the next gym run by Iona, an influencer, streamer, and electric type Pokemon master, and made short work of her, even though she tried her best. Halfway done with the gym badges. Alright, so since we ran the wrong way at the beginning, I think we're pretty over leveled and we shouldn't really have a problem with the next couple of gyms. And that's exactly what happened. But before that, we did encounter a Gyarados and caught it, naming it Finn. Get it? Because it's a fish dragon Pokemon. It has fins. Yeah. Anyways, we arrived at the next gym on day 62 and challenged Brazius, a flower enthusiast and grass-type Pokemon master. Before I could beat him though, he made me go around town collecting sunflowers, thinking I might get tired from that. Sadly for him, Bog showed no mercy and beat his Pokemon up pretty badly. We won without breaking a sweat. 5 gyms down, 3 more to go. Our Pokemon are coming along nicely. The only downside is that we only have 4 Pokemons and not a full party. In order to change that, on day 65 I caught this cute looking elephant, naming it Dumbo. I think that should be pretty self-explanatory. He died 2 days later though. Rest in peace, Dumbo. Even though I did grieve the loss of Dumbo, we are on a mission to become champion, so we had to move on. On day 69 I stumbled across another Team Star base, and after reporting it to Cassiopeia, I stormed the base and came across Mela, who I took out pretty easily. Something similar happened on day 73 at the 3rd Team Star base run by Giacomo. What did interest me though was finding out Team Star used to get bullied and Operation Star was just their plan of standing up against those bullies. And what is also weird is they haven't seen their boss since that day. The plot thickens. I have this thinking suspicion though that Cassiopeia is the last Team Star boss. This is how our team currently looks like, and after healing up, I'm pretty confident in being able to take on the next gym. I headed on over, but before I could say anything, I only saw how the gym leader ran out of the gym. Where he was headed off to, I had no idea. But he did forget his wallet, which I was supposed to deliver to him all the way on the other side of a desert. Dang, that gym assistant really trusts anyone, huh? I mean, I wouldn't give my wallet full of money to a stranger and just tell him to give it to someone else. Anyways, having no other choice, I crossed the desert and found Kofu and gave him his wallet. Before I knew it though, he rushed off again, I'm guessing back to his own gym, which is exactly what I did too. How he got to his gym faster than I did is still a mystery to me till this day. I challenged Kofu, who loves food and is a water type Pokemon master. Unlucky for him, my Sparky counters all of his Pokemon, so what could have been a good battle turned out to be pretty one-sided. 6 gyms down, 2 more to go. On day 80, I caught a Hypno and named him Pinocchio. Get it? Cause he has a big nose? What I didn't expect though was for him to die the next day when Nemona showed up and challenged me to a battle. You were a good one, Pinocchio. Well, oh my god, I almost lost Larry there too. Luckily, Bog is pretty over-leveled at this point and can destroy most of Nemona's Pokemon, which is what happened. Since the next gym wasn't too far away, I challenged it right after and came face to face with Tulip, a makeup artist and psychic type Pokemon master. The battle was way closer than I had anticipated. Some of my Pokemon almost died, but after terrestrializing Bog, I was able to narrowly clinch the victory. 7 gyms down, 1 more to go. Oh yeah, 1 more gym left. And that was exactly where my next destination was. I fought my way through trainers, wild Pokemon, leveled up, and even caught a wild Sylveon, naming it Smelly Cat. Get it? From Friends? Smelly Cat? Well, anyway, on day 85, I found myself on this snow-covered mountain, which was also a location of the last gym, and challenged Rhyme, a rapper and ghost-type Pokemon master. What was interesting at this gym was that it was 2 versus 2 battles, but sadly, Rhyme didn't stand a chance against my Larry and Finn combo. And boom! That was the last gym. Okay, so before taking on the Elite Four, I think we need to level up a bit more and find our last Pokemon for our full roster. Plus, I'm pretty curious about the whole Team Star story still. So I traveled around the continent quite a bit the next 2 days. Day 87, I found the 4th Team Star base and without much fuss defeated their boss Ortega. Surprisingly, Larry evolved into a Tyranitar on our way to the next Team Star base. Larry looking majestic! Day 90 wasn't that eventful either. I found the last Team Star base and defeated their boss Eri along with her Pokemon. Just when I thought that was it though, I got a call from Cassiopeia telling me she was the main Team Star boss, plotting things from the shadows. Ha! I knew it! I'm supposed to meet her at the school so she can explain exactly what is going on. I made my way back to school on day 92 and went on over to the schoolyard, where I met Penny. If you don't remember, she was the girl getting bullied on my first day at school. Well, I guess she didn't really need my help that day. Anyways, at this point, I was pretty strong and destroyed her evolution army, and found out that she actually wanted Team Star disbanded because they were skipping too many classes and were facing expulsion. She also disappeared because Operation Star went too far and someone had to carry the blame for it. That's when Director Clive showed up, having understood everything, and offered everyone to attend classes again without expulsion. Operation Starfall? Complete? What a roller coaster of emotions. But I guess all is good that ends well. I spent the next week or so preparing for the Elite Four. I first caught my last Pokemon from my roster, a Glaceon, and named it Elza, with a Z. Cause you know, Ice Pokemon, Elza from Frozen, except the Z shows a little bit more swag. I bought a bunch of potions because I saved up a lot of money in preparation for this. So you could say I was rich. And on day 100, I stood in front of the Elite Four with one thought running through my head. No more turning back. Okay, I'm almost as nervous as I was back in my childhood taking on the Elite Four. This is exciting. I breezed through the first 4 trainers easily, defeating them one after the other, even though they all terrestrialized and tried to take me down. And then it was time. My final opponent, Geta. When was the last time you took the time to really dream? The last 2 days I relived one of my childhood dreams, becoming a Pokemon master. It might sound stupid, but I can't help but think what happened to all the other dreams I used to have. I actually even forgot some of them, and deemed others as unrealistic. But is that really the case though? I guess there's only one way to find out. To go out there and give it a try. Who knows what might happen? What about you though? You going to let your dream just die? Or are you going to live a life without regrets? You're the one that gets to decide.